Whoa, new open world, things to do, random events, and horde size. This is going to be another beefy video that I think a lot of you will enjoy. We're going to get a taste about what to expect for Dying Light 2. And remember everybody, if we keep that hype train burring, we get the devs to start burring. But anyways, memes aside, all of this info will be pulled from the Techland Q&A. We had a lot of information in there, like let's take this image for example. Aside from blue garbage bags here, and also here, we can kind of get a feeling about what the open world is going to look like. And this section looks more like Old Town than it did in the slums in the original. Maybe it's just this particular area, but since this game is set in a city, I think it's going to inherit more qualities from Old Town. And then if we go and dive a little bit deeper, we can go and see Peacekeeper flags and buildings with those same color scheme, possibly hinting towards that this area will be in fact controlled by the Peacekeepers. If we go back to those abundance of blue garbage bags, it could be hinting towards two things. Once again, back to the Peacekeeper, or in usual Dying Light fashion, could just be the bags that Crane was going to throw his body onto for a soft landing. Or they're also just decorative garbage bags. I'm leaning towards a mixture of everything that I just said, so these bags could be used for landing while these are more so for decorative. Hard to say, only really gives us an idea on what to expect, but I do love the overgrown look and vibe that they're going for here. But once you look at this, you kind of coin up the question, what is there to do in this open world? And that is something that the article touched upon briefly. The author asked whether or not there was going to be random event-like scenarios and situations that we will find ourselves in. And they also compared it to games such as Red Dead Redemption, as they are very big with it. And the game designer did say that in addition to player choice, they introduced random events very recently, roughly in the second half of last year, which is actually quite recent if I'm being honest with you. And he also said that they've added a lot of life and vibrancy to our world. So this is going to be something else that we can look forward to when going about in the open world and exploring. If we look back at previous Techland games, there wasn't much in this department. Yes, you can go save survivors being attacked by zombies, but a lot of the time it didn't lead to much. Red Dead on the other hand had a mountain of random events to do, and I don't expect Dying Light 2 to be on this level, especially if it was introduced somewhat late into the development cycle. But, like I said, always a but, in a world like this, they have the opportunity to achieve so much and just be fun with the random encounterments. Just some ideas off the top of my head, so not confirmed. You could have random faction wars, have your safe houses get invaded, have NPCs throw you on a random quest. There is so much opportunity for this to be really big, and like he said, it added a lot of vibrancy to the world. Giving the players things to do in an open world game is always a concern, and I'm happy to hear that they have a lot planned for this. On top of this too, as we are doing missions in Dying Light 2, we will meet plenty of interesting characters, and some of them will accompany us during various missions. There are also moments where NPCs join your side during gameplay, and this is exactly what we saw in that tiny snippet of gameplay that we did end up getting on March 17th. So not only is this something new to the series, but it will be a recurring thing from the looks of it. Whether or not we start the mission or an NPC joins us halfway through, it will definitely add a lot of interesting aspects into the game that we aren't used to. So with all of this about what I've said, we have a brand new open world focused on player choice, factions, and interaction. One of my biggest concerns was what is there to do in the open world, and the article shared a lot of insight with a lot of new details, including everything we've discussed and more. I've talked about it in a previous video, but there's a city alignment system, so it'll be exciting to see where they go from here. But to finish off the video, we have a major one, and that is Horde Size. And the game engine director said, "Our AI has more diverse and complex behaviors, and their distribution is also different. Thanks to the new crowd system, we can display more infected than in Dying Light 1. And by using a more extensive LOD system, we also increase the number of simulated AI." So I'm gonna pick apart all the game development talk and bare bones it for everybody. With this new system, it allows them to put more infected and AI into the open world of Dying Light 2. We did see some empty streets in the dev update, so this is a sort of reassurances for everybody. Many peeps were thinking that it was due to technical limitations, but after learning and reading through the article, they did say no technical limitations. And I'm not going and confirming that they're going to be putting more infected onto the streets. I'm only confirming that they have the opportunity to do so, and it's ultimately up to them whether or not they want to do it. But anyways, anyways, that is today's video. One step closer to world domination. And tell me down below, which one are you most excited for? What in the open world are you looking forward to the most? Is it the player choice? Is it random encounterments? Horde sizes? I'd be happy to hear it. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I have a big project going up on this weekend that I think many of you will enjoy. Subscribe if you enjoyed. Double check that you're subscribed because YouTube decided to delete a bunch of my subs a couple days ago, and I don't know how much it affected people. But enough complaining. Have a good night and good luck.